City of Heroes has been rated T by the ESRB for suggestive themes and violence. It is approved for players aged 13 and up. Hey there folks, welcome to City of Heroes. I'm going to embark on another attempt to complete this game on video form. This is the character I'll be playing. This is Dr. Infinity. As you can tell, he is a Sentinel. And his power sets are Energy Blast and Vulnerability. Right now, he is sitting at a day job location in King's Row. This is the costume I built for him. I like him. I like the way he looks. He looks suitably heroic. The character itself is a blatant ripoff of Dr. Fate. He's an ancient god in helmet form who has taken over the guy who wears him to give him superpowers and make him a hero. This is, of course, the Architect Entertainment Center in King's Row. I have a button here that brings up all the badges that you can get in this game. Specifically, if I go to day jobs and then go to the sequential list, which lists all of the day jobs, Architect is the first one you get just for logging out. So when I made him and decided to park him, I didn't immediately start playing this. It's been a day or two since I made this character, but I parked him here to keep so he would start earning that first day job badge. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to Atlas Park, which is, of course, the starting zone for the game. Here we go. And I need to be careful while maneuvering through King's Row because this is a starting character. As you can see up in the right hand corner, he is level 1. And this zone is not for starting characters. So we're going to go back to Atlas Park, which is the starting zone. Now, I decided on a couple of rules for this playthrough. The first rule is no power leveling. We're going to do missions, and we're going to get we're going to get XP and gain levels by way of mission work and street fights. Whoa, hey, look at this. You gotta love rubber banding. Lag for the win, right? Let me click this plaque. On this spot, the Titanic hero Atlas was posthumously awarded a key to the city for his many valiant efforts on behalf of the citizens. That's the other thing I'm going to do. I'm going to be reading everything. Everything. And this is a badge. Here we go. I found a tip. Tips are special single mission contacts. You can find them in the contact section of your nav bar under the Tips tab. Some tips will guide you to exploration badges around the city. Others will lead you to various special missions. Okay. Alright, so we got this exploration badge. The exploration badge was HeroCorps Insider. HeroCorps may be controversial in their methods, but they can have good information for aspiring heroes. We also have Thrill Seeker. That was a badge that was inside the Architect Entertainment facility. And last is VIP, which basically everybody gets just for joining the game. Anyway, I was talking about my play policies. So, guideline number 1 is that I'm not going to power level the character, which means I'm not going to go through task forces or trials that give you like 3 times the amount of normal experience. I'm just going to do normal missions. If I do a task force or something like that, I will turn off experience points entirely so I don't gain an undue amount at any one time, and I don't make it past, I don't like go from 0 to 20 in a 10-minute period, level 1 to level 20. And I will also be showing you things like when hold on, let me get a drink. Thank you. when when I do things like I fit out the character with enhancements, which are these things, they go in the powers and they make the powers better. I will be showing you exactly what my choices are and why and what they give me and all that number. And I'm going to be reading everything, all the mission documentation, everything. So, for those of you who are unfamiliar, this is Atlas Park. It's nighttime in the game. This is an MMO. So this is another player. And let's see, are there any other? I'm sure there are. Let me come around here. And this is another player. And these are players. But not her. She's an NPC. And we got more players up here. What are they doing if they're just hanging out? Well, some of them are talking, crafting. You can craft in this game. Some of them are working out enhancements, like I said, or other things. And of course, some of them are just leaving the game on while they go take a nap. This statue commemorates the heroic death of mighty Atlas on December 7th, 1941. That was Pearl Harbor Day, by the way. The forces of the original 5th Column launched a surprise attack on Paragon City. Atlas single-handedly fought back a large group of advancing 5th Column soldiers and prevented them from gaining a foothold beyond Independenceport. His brave sacrifice held the area until the Freedom Phalanx arrived and drove back the invaders. And guys, let me tell you something. This is a life-size statue. All right. So anyway, I will be doing missions. You get missions by talking to contacts. There are many possible contacts that I could get right now. But the one I want to go to, I've made this decision. This character has a magic origin, which means he gets his powers from magic. Gonna get another badge here. You can see the exploration badges. Exploration badges, for those who don't know, are badges you get for basically going to certain locations in the game. They're a good thing. Ah, there's another player character. Greatbeard. Okay, he's quitting. And then we're going to come back here. And I'm going to go down to Data, which is the Department of Advanced Technological Application. This is where a technology-based character would go, like, see, someone like Iron Man. And this gentleman here, Rick Davey, is a mission contact for those technology characters. And there's another exploration badge. Now, let's see. Patriot, the Statue of Cassiopeia, a heroine recognizes citizens of each country on Earth after she single-handedly saved the world from a rogue comet. And then this was the Edge of Chaos badge right here. Longbow set up this portal in the heart of City Hall. It leads to a possible future where Recluse achieves his ultimate victory over Atlas Park. While it's business as usual in City Hall, Longbow fights for their lives against Arachnos on the other side of this portal. I am not a high enough level to get to that portal. Okay. I'm going to go over here to the Magi office, Modern Arcane Guild of Investigation. This is where magical characters get missions. It's also where, this is Azuria. She is a mystic, a bit of a witch. She also hands out missions to magical-based characters. It's my belief that you are destined for greatness, Dr. Infinity. Ask about available missions, ask about the store, ask about the contact. And he's about to teleport away. Watch. Boom. And he's gone. Okay, ask about available missions. Myself and others here at Modern Arcane Guild of Investigation have sensed a disturbing trend. The Hellions are making rapid headway in their bid to take over Atlas Park. These Hellions are thugs who have discovered some source of dark magic, use them to enforce a brutal reign of terror on the streets. I need you to take on the Hellions and show them that they are not welcome. So, I'll accept that mission. These Hellions are playing with powers they do not understand and care little for who gets hurt. I would recommend you begin by battling them in the streets of the city, defeat 5 of their number to introduce yourself to them. So that's our first mission. Now, just to let you know, in case you are unfamiliar, this is where, hold on. Yeah, there we go. It's easier if the map's out. This part of this is the map. It also has my contact list, my missions, clues, and badges. I've got badges set to most recent, but I could also look for, say, day job badges or Ouroboros badges or events or defeats or accolades or whatever. This is one of my power trays. The only thing right in it right now is my badge macro. And again, I can open this up and it will tell me whatever badges I have. You know, history, accomplishment. But it does so in a more structured manner than just the badge tab. This is my current target. I am still currently targeting Azuria, but she's an NPC. I'm not going to fight her. Another power tab. This one's currently empty. It will not remain that way. And up here you have my health bar, my endurance bar, my opportunity bar, and my experience bar. And these are all the various effects that are currently affecting me for, day job, city official, double XP booster, experienced architect. This, by the way, is the only thing that I'm going to do as far as, power leveling. Experienced architect, opportunity, resist physical damage, which is a power that I have, and athletic run. So let's go fight some Hellions. Oh, yeah, and that's my experience level. Experience level 1. And down here we have my basic powers. Right now, a power blast. I have some what are known as, you'll only see active powers in these trays. I do have powers that are passive, which means they're on 24/7 in the background, and I don't need to turn them on. One of them is resist physical damage. Okay, let's go find some Hellions. Luckily, I know where to go. Ah, look, Hellions. Let's not get hit by a car. Okay, ready, go. Now you notice all my powers have a cooldown. In this case, my power blast has an 8-second cooldown, which means I've got to wait 8 seconds to use it every time I want to use it. Oh, okay. It looks to me like at least one of my keybinds has managed to unbind itself, so I'm gonna have to fix that. But not in the middle of a fight. And yes, I can be in a little trouble here. Yep. So I die and I go to the hospital. Or I get knocked out and I go to the hospital. Technically, nobody dies in this game. Anyway, while I have an opportunity, let me fix this. Because that's not cool at all. Okay. Targeting. Target nearest enemy, tab. Target next enemy, Q. Armor movement. Sometimes these things will unbind themselves at random. It's a known bug. I've reported it a dozen times. And like, yeah, we know. We still can't figure out why it's happening. We'll try and fix it once we do. So what can you do, right? Anyway. I still need to defeat 4 more Hellions. If you get defeated by the bad guy, you can hit the go to the hospital button. If you have a super group, and I will be adding this guy to a super group because you may have noticed from the intro, but I do have more than just this one character. I will be adding to a super group organized around some of my other characters. And if you have a supergroup with a base that has medical treatment, you can go to your base instead. Okay. Now, you may notice that the Hellions I was fighting, their names were in yellow. That was because they're higher level than I am. They're level 2, which is not that high, but it's better than level 1, obviously. And you may recognize that as the theme music that I opened the video with. Aha! And now I'm a level 2. Odds have changed here, guys. Like all games, level 1 characters in this game are pretty weak. But the early levels fly past. Okay. Now it says bus gang leader and his crew, Atlas Park. Yes, but first we're going to go train to get that second level. All right. We talked to Miss Liberty. Every zone has a trainer in it. This is Miss Liberty, Ms. Liberty, and she's, of course, in Atlas Park. She's the trainer. You're doing great so far, Dr. Vivetti. Keep it up. Train to a new level. You're ready for security level 2. You've become powerful enough to learn a new power. You will also gain fitness and rest. Fitness will make you run faster, jump higher, and recover quicker. Rest will allow you to quickly heal your wounds, but you will be left vulnerable while doing so. Visit a trainer whenever you level up to increase your abilities. After training, you will need 269 experience points before training again. So, okay, this is the plan I have for Dr. Infinity's advancement. And as you can see, Power Bolt and then resist physical damage. Energy Torrent is the power I pick at level 2. So Energy Torrent it is. Okay. I received a rocket pack. This temporary power will allow you to fly at moderate speeds for a total of 30 minutes. You can acquire more time on your rocket pack and a host of other goodies from the start vendors located in Atlas Park for heroes and Mercy Island for Finnas, Nova Pretoria for Praetorians, and Pocket D. So I'm just going to move that rocket pack up here because I'm not going to need it. At level 4, I'm getting flight. You're doing well, Dr. Infinity. You need 269 more experience points. Go out there and bring those thugs to justice. Okay. I'll remove that from Trey because I'm never going to use it. This is my energy torrent, second attack power. Rest I'm going to move up here. So, let's go get that mission. It's right over there. It's a little off the door, but hey. Okay. Bust gang leader and his crew. We have okay. Shots fired. Now the appearance of everything is oh, I forgot the word. Can you believe it? I have forgotten the word. You can change the color of your powers if you want while you're doing character construction. And I choose to make all of my characters' energy blasts bright white. I love this environment. You know, hey look, they set fire to an abandoned building. And of course, one of the interesting quirks of this game is that often the interior instances, you know, these mission areas, they wouldn't realistically fit into the building that you approach to, you enter the door, and it's like, yes, this is all supposed to be taking place in this building. There's no way that building could contain all this. I probably should have explained what I just did. I took I clicked on a sturdy and an insight. Sturdy increases my damage resistance. Insight increases my accuracy for a short time and by a very small amount. And remember, nobody actually dies in this game, so just because I dropped his unconscious corpse onto the stairs where it rolled headfirst downward does not mean he's going to die of a broken neck or a broken back. No matter how probable such a fate would be in the real world. It's a comic book and nobody ever actually dies. Aha. Okay. This is one of the reasons why I like this game so much. The player community is a hoot. Right now we had a guy calling himself Penguin Panda post in the chat box, tired of rampant crime this street? Vote Oswald Cuddleweed for your mayor. Right. Aha, he's behind me. There we go. And we gained another level. But the mission is over, so we can hit exit. I am going to eventually stop explaining every single thing that I'm doing while we do this. But for now, it'll work. Okay, let's go back to the our contact and to Ms. Liberty, the trainer. Okay, train to a new level of power. This time we're getting another row of inspiration slots. Another row of inspiration slots, 2 enhancement slots for the power, room for 4 more pieces of salvage, and 10 more items in my auction inventory. Power Blast is going to get 6 of these when I'm done. Okay, I need 491 more experience points before I'm ready to reach security level 4. badge. Get another drink. Paragon City, birthplace of tomorrow. Hello, Azuria. Let's see. I'm glad to see you've taken the initiative in this matter. It is no surprise the Hellions already consider you a threat. This figure you found is an Ushabti. Such statues were buried with the Egyptian dead. It's believed they would perform their master's work in the afterlife. The Egyptians were no strangers to magic, and some of those Ushabtis are invested with great power. I don't understand where the Hellions could get such an item. This will bear further investigation. Ask about available missions. So, let's see. When given a choice of missions, it's almost always better to take the second one. One of Magi's associates was mugged last night, and I have reason to believe it was no random crime. Helen Klein is a middling, one of those associates not gifted with the arcane arts. The brooch of the Hellions took from her was no mere heirloom. It was a ward meant to protect her from dark forces. Sadly, it could do little against brute thugs. I've done a divination, and I feel the brooch's presence in the Smothery & Sons warehouse in Atlas Park. Dr. Infinity, will you find the stolen brooch? I will. Find the stolen brooch. Okay, so we're off. Recover the brooch, Atlas Park. That's our mission. Okay, let's check the map real quick. All right, the brooch is over this way. 430 yards behind us. Okay. In addition to the missions, whenever you find bad guys in the street, you can just take them out. It's what I like to think of as free experience points. And sometimes they will be blocking your way to a mission. For those of you who know, who are familiar with MMOs, you know what street mobs are about. You know, random mobs of monsters or whatever, like in Warcraft. I don't play World of Warcraft anymore. I was thinking about maybe getting back into it and turning it into a video series, kind of like I did here. Let me know what you think. And here's our mission. When the Hellions moved in, the warehouse employees learned that work could be hazardous to their health. Now this is a warehouse. This warehouse is nothing more than a Hellion hideout. Okay. All right, I'm going to hit the Enrage, which adds to my damage by a small percentage temporarily. Okay, now it is my habit, when given a choice between going You know, when given a choice of where to go, left or right, center, whatever, I always go to the left. It's just a habit. It's a way to do it. You know, it doesn't indicate anything particular. It's just the way I play. But it does keep me from getting lost. I may end up turning down the sounds from the game. That way I don't have to work at... where'd you come from? That way I don't have to work at talking over the sounds of the game. That wasn't good. Staying out of melee range is always best because the bad guys always do more damage in melee than they do in ranged combat. Okay, now I'm going to hit the rest button. Now if you watch... Whoa! Where the hell did you come from? Okay, now he's officially down. Now I can go back to resting. Resting, if you watch my health bar, it'll increase once I start resting. There we go. And again, we have a left-hand turn, so I'm going to come down this way first. Okay. I recovered some stolen goods, but the brooch was not in it. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the vulnerability power. Puts it on that enemy. And for a very short while, the vulnerability power makes my attacks more accurate. I forgot. I play this game a lot and I have many characters, and I forgot how inaccurate attacks from low-level characters can be. There we go. Okay, so there was a couple of glowing crates up here. I begin to open the crate. Recovered some stolen goods. Recovered some stolen goods. Okay, not obviously not the brooch. All right. And we come out here and then we'll go left. The energy torrent is a cone. Of course, it doesn't help if the attack misses, does it? There we go. Alright, nothing else down here, so we come back out. And we go to the left. I occasionally take a glance at the chat box just to see if there's anything interesting going on. Right now, somebody's in the help channel asking about how to build up fire resistance. Okay, I'm going to hit Insight, which increases my accuracy temporarily. There we go. Enhancement found. The enhancements are those things that go into the slots on the powers that make the powers more efficient. I'll tell you more about those later. Ah, we're almost at level 4. Look at this. Okay, I'm going to hit the Enrage again. Like I said earlier, that increases my damage output temporarily. Ah. Now I'm level 4. And he is now my equal. Okay, you've received your first piece of invention salvage. This can be used with more salvage and recipes to create enhancements, costume pieces, or temporary powers. To learn more about the invention system, see any trainer. Okay, and this is my salvage tab, and I have a luck charm. Hooray. I'll probably end up selling it. A lot of people who play this game really like the crafting system. I have no problem with the crafting system. It's not like I dislike it. I just don't usually use it a lot. All right, now. Why do I think that the brooch is going to be in the last possible place we could look? And while I play, I do keep an eye on the timers on the powers. If you notice down here, 3, 2, 1, go. And it resets to 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1. Okay. All right, those guys are done. When you're active, it's not survivable enough. You will die, which costs time, money, and your reputation. Yeah. There are a lot of people. I do have to comment on that. There are a lot of people who are, well, the TV Tropes website calls them stop having fun guys. The stop having fun guy is the guy who says, if you don't do things exactly the way I like to do them, you're doing them wrong. And of course, the way he likes to do them is all about the numbers. maximizing damage input, minimizing damage intake, making sure you're enhanced in just the correct way. If you're just playing for fun and you don't care about numbers, then according to these people, you shouldn't be playing. Recovered some stolen goods. Okay. And if you don't do it their way, then you're not a good player. I'm a pretty casual player. I'm not it's not that I don't like being efficient or having good characters. It's just that I don't overly concern myself with the numbers behind the game. You know what I mean? You recovered the brooch, gained 40 experience. You received Awakening, reduced endurance, which is an enhancement. And the mission's over. Take another drink. You can tell that I started playing this at 5 in the morning because it's now about 6 o'clock in the morning and there are a lot more active players. Okay. Doing great so far. Keep it up. Train to a new level. New power. Important, you've unlocked access to new power sets. To select a power pool instead of a regular power, click the Power Pool Sets button on the right-hand column. At level 4, you may choose one of the first 3 powers of any power pool set. The 4th and 5th are set to become available at level 14, but only if you choose 2 of the 3 powers in the set earlier. And I'm going to do that. Choose for new power, and I'm going to go to the fight pool, and I'm going to pick Fly. There we go. Now I can do this. Okay, let's go talk to Azuria. Isn't that cool, though? I know it's weird, but I've always thought that if you can fly, my voice is going. I've been talking continuously since I started playing, and now my voice is going. Being able to fly is one of the marks of being a real superhero. Not that, being able to leap a mile and a half or running at 100,000 miles an hour doesn't also make you a hero, but you know what I mean. Batman, I love you. But you can't fly. Okay. Thank you for finding Helen Klein's brooch. You'll need more than good karma on your journey. Call and I shall answer. Okay. She just let me... Basically, I just got her cell phone number, so I don't have to come in and talk to her in person anymore. Ask about available missions. Ever since the Hellions sprung up, they've been trafficking and stealing magical artifacts. These are often items of little power, but the numbers of them are truly astonishing. We'd like to find out who's been supplying them, and we may have a chance to do so. A Hellion fixer called Firefist is thought to be hiding out in Atlas Park. I need you to investigate the Hellion's hideout and capture him. Okay. And then we'll leave. Now, I am not going to be going in, I'm not going to be doing that particular mission right now, because I'm going to go ahead and end this this session. It's a good place to end it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I will be doing this again, and I hope you enjoy the ride. I'm enjoying it. This is a cool character. I like how he's worked out. He is building. He's building his power base. It's gonna be pretty cool. So I hope you join me in the next episode. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.